Hello and welcome to this week's Horse Racing Ireland's 5 to Follow. We've some really exciting racing to look forward to this weekend. We have Wexford on Saturday. We have National Hunt racing at Limerick and flat racing at Navan on Sunday. So Martin, we had 2 winners last week and a second, so that wasn't too bad.
Wasn't too bad, Sarah, I suppose, but a bit disappointing, I suppose, with the prices.
Yeah.
Certainly wouldn't have tipped Battle of Marengo if I knew he was going to be 6-1 on, but hopefully we can do a bit better this weekend. And as you say, flat racing at Wexford, I'm going to go for a horse here in the 355 race, the Campile Apprentice Handicap, trained by Jessica Harrington, ridden by a young jockey, Charlie Elliott, a filly called Take Your Cap Off. Now this one hasn't won all that often, but she has been running quite well. She likes good ground, which is forecast for Wexford tomorrow. I know there's some rain forecast, but hopefully there won't be an awful lot of it. Second at Leopardstown early on last August to a horse called Surrector, which was quite good form, and was third at the Galway Festival as well, which is reasonable form as well. I think it's an open race. Concrete and Clay obviously is a good chance, and Bo Michael is a horse that always runs a good race. But I think an each way bet on Take Her Cap Off is the one that is what I would recommend. I say around 4 or 5 to 1 would be a reasonable price for that one. And then we have to Navan on Sunday. Sarah, you have one there?
Yes, I'm going to the 3:45 at Navan, the Navan Racecourse.ie handicap. I've chosen Allegra Attack in this race. Harry Rogers trains and Pat Smullen takes the ride. She won at Tipperary last time out, beating Cadiva by nearly 5 lengths. Won at Naas prior to that. Now, the only downfall is she does carry a lot of weight. She's got 9.12, which in comparison to the likes of Above the Law and Drimmoy Lad, who have got really good form of late, is quite a lot. But I'm going to stick with her. She loves the ground, so I think she should run well. Yeah,
she'll have a great chance, all right. So she's up £12 for last win, but obviously a very improved filly.
Yeah.
And we're going to stick at Navan for our third selection in the feature race, the 4:15, the Coolmore Vintage Crop Stakes, a listed race over 1.5 miles. I'm going to go for the Derma well-trained Valouz de Cours. Winner of the Irish Lazarowitz last year. She was a much improved filly. She actually won at the Galway Festival as well. Now this year, on her only run this year, she was second to another rival there on Sunday called El Salvador in a conditions race at Limerick. Now she did run quite a good race on that occasion. I just think the last furlong she probably needed a run. With improvement expected, I think she might reverse form with El Salvador and win on Sunday. Obviously there's another big danger in the shape of Steps to Freedom. A decent horse at Jessica Harrington's, ran well last time out in England, but if the rain forecast does arrive, that will certainly inconvenience Steps to Freedom. It won't be a problem for Valouz de Cours, and that's why I'm going to go for her to win. The fourth selection then, I'm going to stay at Navan, and it's the very last race. It's an 8-race card, as you said, the 5:45, the Poor Ma EBF Fillies Maiden over a mile. This is an interesting race, and I think I'm going for one of John Ox's called Stepwise. Only ran there once last year. It's owned by his wife, Miss Katrina Ox, and she's a daughter of Azamore. Finished a good third to a filly called Pearl Music, and the second horse on the occasion was Zand, another one trained by John Ox, who went on then and won very well next time out at Leopardstown. Yeah. So it's decent form. It is quite a decent race, and I'm hoping that she's fit enough to win. Pine Piper, Coquette Nor and Hue and Cry all bring good place form to the table in this one. It is a decent maiden, but I think Stepwise could be a filly to follow for the season, and she come in for Declan McDonough. And then for the final selection, Sarah, you're going to Limerick?
Yes, I'm going to go to Limerick, the 4:25, the Irish Stallion Farms European Breeders' Fund Mares Chase. Now, there is quite a lot of rain expected over the weekend at Limerick, but I'm going to go with a horse that I think will go on the ground, Caharonan. Desi Hughes trains and Mark Enright takes £3 off. Now, Tyler will probably go off favourite, the Willie Mullins trained mare in this race, but Caharonan has won her last 2. She's been jumping really well, ran really well last time out, so you'd expect a really big run from her. Yes,
she's very consistent, I say, but she does have to step up in class to beat Tarla. Tarla isn't always the most consistent.
Yeah,
she can be very good and very bad at times. So hopefully, that'll be a good selection there. And I think then next weekend will be some very good racing to look forward to.
We do indeed, yeah. For all the flat lovers out there, we have the first of the Irish Classics next weekend. We have the 2,000 guineas at the Curragh on Saturday and the 1,000 guineas at the Curragh on Sunday. So that's a great weekend's racing we've got next weekend. So if you'd like any more information on the packages available for racing this weekend, you can go to the racecourse websites. You can also go to goracing.ie or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Go Racing. Go online. GoRacing.ie. Horse Racing Ireland's official website.